trooper, young man. I was blue and I was green. Been a long time spent when you're hustling for rent. Gone end up looking like me. Been someone's love, someone's other. My mother was a son. I been a man, the man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Sciambi, Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they can put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with the chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Getting the nod in this one, Bowden Francis. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Mookie Betts leading things off and takes a strike. Strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And that misses. 1-0. To the right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first, and they get Edman for the out. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for Game 2.
This group is feeling great after winning the opener, Boo. Keep the good vibes going today, and they could find themselves up 2-0.
Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris. Liner, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that one in the air center field. Varsho has this one sized up, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back now in Toronto. Towing the slab in today's game, Roki Sasaki. What's the scouting report on him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
And now for the Jays, George Springer. That's off the mark. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a big swing and a miss. And the next pitch is way outside. And that's through there for a strike. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Berg. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in Game 2 of the World Series. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Freeman. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for Game 2.
And there's extra pressure on this group after losing the opener. They'll do whatever it takes to avoid that dreaded 2-0 World Series deficit. Look for them to be aggressive, but they can't be reckless in this one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And it's fouled away. One out, bases empty. And it's through for a hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Will Wagner will hit next. Fastball for a strike. Inside, just missed. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1-2 now. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's one. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Bo Bichette goes yard for the Jays. And it's 2-zip. Game 2 of the World Series. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Francis back to work. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Ground ball left side and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. Tattooed and gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
And now it's Max Muncy. That one ripped. Back there. And that one is going to go. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the right fielder, Andy Pages. Swings through that one for strike one. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. And that one fouled off.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Michael Conforto will climb in. In the air, center field. Varsho snags it for the second out. Two outs, base is empty. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that extends the inning. So the lineup flips over. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
And that one is in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fought off foul. Move to first. Kim dives back in safely. Next pitch is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
The shortstop takes the ball. Kim off of first with 2 away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Tied up here in the early going. Inside 3-2 the count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Center field. Varsho has a beat on it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching the World Series on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Alejandro Kirk. Slider right there. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity. In the air, right field. That'll drop in. Plays it on a hop. Around first and hustling for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. Coming home.
Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside-the-parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Roki.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Just missed.
That's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. This to third, Muncy. On to first. That's the inning. So only one hit in the inning, the solo homer, and it puts him ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Dodgers 2. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016. And that's in for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Doubled his first time. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. That holds the lead runner, and now they've got 2 in scored position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Smith digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Two on, 1 out, and fouled off. And here it comes. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run comes in from second. 4-3. They take the lead.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
1 out, runner at second. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And ball 1. One out and a runner at second here in game 2 of the World Series. Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field, and it's off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead. Not in time, it's a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Muncy on his horse around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they lead by 3.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with 1 gone. The batter will be Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ripped to right. And George makes the grab. That's out number 2. And up next for Los Angeles, Ha-Seong Kim. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one is gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-3.
There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Bowden Francis out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, Yariel Rodriguez. He's into the game with the bases empty. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. This one in the air. Guerrero settles under this one. He makes the grab, and that is that. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Blue Jays 3. Back here at Rogers Center, and the batter is George Springer.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Kim squeezes it, and there's one down. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Santander stands in now, looks at that one inside. Hit in the air left field. Hernandez ranging after it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the 4th inning now in game 2. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Blue Jays 3. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Tommy Edman. Foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They've been delivering when it matters most, batting over .750 with runners in scoring position so far. It's been impressive to watch.
Next pitch is outside. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 9-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 2. And a rope into center field, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul out of play. And that's down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one missed. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Gone. That was blasted to the moon. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 11-3. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. And that one is lifted in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Strike two.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So man aboard, Muncy digs in.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Jimenez throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. This one in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they now lead by 9.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple, but you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
Nick Sandlin gets the ball now. Two down, bases empty. Next is the Dodger DH, Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit hard but foul off to the left. That one pushed foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that is Springer. drops into the glove, and that is that. Bottom of the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
In for a strike, 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Right down to shoot. 0-2 now.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That just misses. Now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Up the middle, bats up with it. No play, that's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Man at first, and now the DH, Will Wagner. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
A couple of singles back to back. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now a chance for Alejandro Kirk. And the 1-0. Breaking ball through there for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Breaks his bat and pops it up. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Two on with one out. Here's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez. Pulls that one foul.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 on, 2 outs. Slice to right. He can't get there. It's a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single. And now it's 12-4. At the plate, Dalton Varsho. First time up, he grounded to third. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. In the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Tag, safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. strike three. Roki gets the K. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Dodgers 12, the Jays 4. Game 2 of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. First offering, and it just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson getting ready to go. In the air, left field. Santander in pursuit. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's Mookie now. For 3 in this one. Ripped on a line to center. Stretches out and holds it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Edman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
Line drive, and George makes the grab, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 12, the Jays 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now George Springer. Sasaki back to work. Swings over the top of that one.
0-1. Nope. Outside.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's outside. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Edman in position. 1 up, 1 down. And now, Bo Bichette. Just missed. And that one clips the corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
The Dodgers up big in this one here in Game 2 of the World Series. One down, base is empty. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one ripped right center field. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. It's 12-5.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. How is that fastball out of here?
Base is empty with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. 2 outs. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That's a ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Edman sizing this one up, nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back now in Toronto, all set for the top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Freeman goes 6 feet 5 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. The 1-0. Swung on, belted. Varsho moving back for it. Way back there and gone. He sends it out of here. It's 13-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's ripped, base hit. So a man at first. Now Will Smith, 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Out towards right center field. Varsho sizes this one up, makes the grab, 1 down. So a man aboard, and next for LA, Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Santander snags it, 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. And first offering is fouled off. And a slider misses down and away. Next pitch off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's towards center. Makes the grab, and that'll do it.
Against all odds, that you can't tie us down. Stronger, baby, now we don't cry it loud. All we know is how to get it started when they rounds. Yeah, and this is
back here at Rogers Center, and now Will Wagner. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there, just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Kerr stands in now and watches strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And that one hit to first. Freeman steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We head to the 7th now in game 2. LA's on top, 13-5. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Erik Swanson. And here is Michael Conforto. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Enrique Hernandez. that's in there, and that's strike one. And that's in there at the knees.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
On the ground to third. Clement over to first. That's the first out, the top of the seventh. Next to hit, Hesung Kim. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Varsho moving under it. He's got it, and there's two away. And now it's Mookie Betts. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add a run. It's 14-5.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So two away with nobody on. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed.
1-0.
He was late there. Strike one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the late stages of game two. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Into center and a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 on, 2 outs. And there's a foul ball. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. One run is in. Here comes Freddie around third. Relay throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And the lead continues to grow. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Eric Swanson gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher now for the Jays, Tommy Nance. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. squirts away a little bit. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 2 of the World Series. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one hops the wall. The throw into second. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run at 110 miles per hour on the exit velo. That thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that. And no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And that drops in for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and lead 1. 7th inning stretch time. Dodgers lead this one 17-5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Banda.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. Banda ready to fire now. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he'll make it safely. That's a double. Back to the top of the order, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next offering upstairs. And that's in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Bichette in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's out to center field. Edman in position. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pages. Nance back to work. Pages tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Throws from his knees. Throw sails over his head at first. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow. But you have to applaud the effort on the stop. And if you don't take care of the throw, it goes from a wow moment to one you regret really quick.
Here's Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ball one there.
Ball one, no strike.
Man at second. And that's way high.
No strike.
Now 2-0. In the air, right field. Springer drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. One away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw in, save. And now second and third with one gone. Here's Mookie Betts. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1 for count.
The Dodgers threatening. That one ripped. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. One run across. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. Man at second with one away. And now the center fielder, Tommy Edman. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Way out front for strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And now 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2-2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tommy Nance done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Ryan Burr. Runner on at first with one gone. Freddie Freeman now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Edman at second. Freeman over at first with one away. Grounder might be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Reload to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Last half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers out in front 20-5. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one fouled off. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's carrying. It's a ball. He hammers one out to right. It's 20-6.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, but he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. And a base hit right there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Now the batter now, Alejandro Kirk.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Jimenez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
I don't think you understand, I'm on my way. Oh man, 100 bands, raw papers, all gas. Now I'm getting to the bag. Oh man, I'm on my way. She just want me to.
We go to the ninth, and here's the catcher, Will Smith. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Varsho brings it in, and there's one down.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Max Muncy at the dish. Strike one. Burr, in his third season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Ripped into right center. Base hit. One down. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the late stages of game 2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field, and that is Springer. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. Here's Kike Hernandez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch, and that's the third out. So one hit is all they get. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Dodgers lead it 20-6. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Clayton Kershaw. And here is Ernie Clement. For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Out to short. Bats up with it. Gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1. Dalton Varsho digs in now. 1 for 3. That one the other way. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here's George Springer. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Kershaw deals. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. One out and a runner at second here in Game 2 of the World Series. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only one out remaining. So digging in, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one is inside. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 20-9. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Kershaw fires. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Kershaw is just 1 strike away. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.